Namaskar. Good morning. I am Dr. Baldev Kakade, working as an assistant professor in commerce at M.B. Patel College, Sakoli, district Bhandara, from last since 8 years. Today I am going to deliver the lecture on business finance for BCom 5th semester, Business Finance 1, Unit 1, Module 1, Business Finance. This lecture is as a e-content which I am going to submit to Rashtrasant Tuकडji Maharaj Nagpur University e-Shiksha portal Nagpur. So, what actually business finance is? So, meaning of business finance, it is a lifeblood of business organization. Every business need finance. Without finance, business cannot carry out their whole activity. इसीलिए फाइनेंस एक बिजनेस के लिए लाइफ ब्लड होता है। जैसा हमारे बॉडी में ब्लड होता है और हमारे बॉडी के हर ऑर्गन्स में ब्लड का सर्कुलेशन होता है, इसलिए हमारी बॉडी स्टैंड कर पाती है, उठ पाती है। लाइकवाइज मैनर कंपनी कंपनी में भी फाइनेंस ब्लड के तहत एक्ट करता है, एक लाइफ ब्लड के तहत एक्ट करता है। बिजनेस की हर एक्टिविटी में, बिजनेस के हर डिपार्टमेंट में फाइनेंस पहुंचना बहुत आवश्यक है। विदाउट फाइनेंस, अगर बिजनेस के कोई एक आधे डिपार्टमेंट में अगर फाइनेंस प्रोवाइड नहीं होता तो उस डिपार्टमेंट को पैरालिसिस हो जाएगा। जैसे अपनी बॉडी में एक आधे ऑर्गन्स को अगर ब्लड नहीं पहुंचता, पैरालिसिस होता है। लाइकवाइज मैनर, if in business organization, if we not provide the finance to the any department of the business organization, then this particular department become the paralyzed. That's why finance is very important for business concerns. Finance is an art as well as science, nothing but it is whole of managing money properly. How we manage our money properly in order to create the return, this arts and science is a finance. That's why finance is an art as well as science. Any type of business organization, maybe that may be a large business organization, small business organization. For every business organization requires a finance that depends on size of business organization. If large business organization is there, the need of the finance, need of the money, need of the fund, need of the capital will be more, and vice versa. So, in order to perform every activity in the business, what money is required, this is called as finance. धंधे में हर एक्टिविटी पूरी करने के लिए जो पैसा लगता है उसको फाइनेंस बोलते हैं। नेक्स्ट, therefore finance means requirement of money, procurement of money and proper utilization of the fund. Normally 3 activities are involved in the finance, that is procurement of fund. First is requirement of the fund, means need of the fund, what fund is needed for in the business, then from where we will procure that fund which we need in the business. धंधे में हमको जो फाइनेंस लगता है, हमको जो पैसा लगता है, हम वो कहाँ से प्रोक्यूर करें, कहाँ से लाए, एंड देन whatever the fund we bring in the business from any sources, that source may be a internal source or external source, then how to utilize this fund, this money, this finance in the business, this whole activity are included under finance. Therefore we have to make the provision of the money when it is needed. This is called as finance, and accordingly we have to procure it, and properly you have to utilize it for the good return by using the finance. That's why finance may be called as a cash, fund, capital and investment. फाइनेंस भी, अपन फाइनेंस को कैश भी बोल सकते हैं, फंड भी बोल सकते हैं, कैपिटल भी बोल सकते हैं, इन्वेस्टमेंट भी बोल सकते हैं। उसकी नीड कैसी है उसके हिसाब से वो डिपेंड करता है कि अपन उसको क्या बोले। बट अल्टीमेटली फाइनेंस इज नथिंग बट रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द मनी एज पर नीड, then procurement of money and proper utilization of it. This art and science of proper management of money, this is called as finance. Then there are some definition of finance. First definition of Gutman and Douglas says that business finance can broadly be defined as activity concerned with planning, raising, controlling, administering of the fund used in the business. Another definition of finance of that is of Wheeler. Wheeler says that business finance is that business activity which concern with the acquisition and conversion of capital fund in meeting the financial need and overall objective of the business enterprises. Therefore, finance is very important for the business organization. Without finance, business organization cannot stand up, cannot run, and will cannot grow. Now move ahead with nature characteristic or feature of the finance. First characteristic is business finance normally involves all type of fund which is used in the business. Normally business require two type of fund, short term fund and long term fund. Short term fund is required to perform day to day operation of the business, and long term fund is required in order to acquire any capital asset fixed asset in the business. Whatsoever type of fund is required in the business, this is called as finance. Another number two, nature of business finance. Business activity is not possible without finance. Financing is essential for the business activity. Without business finance, business will cannot carry it out. Business will cannot move ahead. Business will not perform their activity. So in order to perform the activity in the business, we require a finance. Third, business finance is needed in all type of organization. That may be a small organization, large organization, manufacturing organization, service organization, any type of organization may be. They require a finance to perform their activity. That activity may be a short-term activity or long-term activity. Number fourth feature of business finance is small size of business organization will need lesser finance, whereas large form of business organization will require a larger amount of finance. Means uh, need of the finance will be depend on the size of the business. The size of business will be small, so activity will be less, so require fund of the finance will be less, whereas vice and versa. Another fifth features, nature or characteristic of business finance. Business finance include borrowed fund and own fund. Normally in company two type of funds are there. ओन फंड मीन्स द फंड जो बिजनेसमैन खुद बिजनेस में लगाता है, अपने पॉकेट से लगाता है, अपने घर से जो बिजनेस में पैसा लगाता है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज बोरोड फंड एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज सॉरी ओन फंड. एंड ओन फंड वो होता है जो बिजनेसमैन खुद अपने जेब से लगाता है, एंड बोरोड फंड मीन्स बिजनेसमैन बोरोज द फंड फ्रॉम आउटसाइड. जब बिजनेसमैन बाहर से पैसा, दैट मे बी फ्रॉम लोन, दैट मे बी फ्रॉम इक्विटी शेयर्स, दैट मे बी फ्रॉम प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स और एनी अदर सोर्स आउटसाइड ऑफ द बिजनेस, वहां से अगर पैसा लाता होगा, then this is called as borrowed fund. For borrowed fund he have to pay something in return. So any type of fund will be called as business finance, that may be a borrowed fund or own fund. Six is business finance is a wide term. It includes all type of things which are connected with the finance that are included in the business finance terminology. That may be a planning of fund, acquiring of the fund, utilization of fund, and proper management of the fund. Planning means from where we will raise the fund, how many fund we will require to carry out the business activity. Acquiring means procurement of fund, from where we will procure, from we will acquire the fund. Utilize, how we will utilize this fund, collected fund in the business, and then managing the fund, properly managing the such type of all activities are involved under the business finance. Seventh feature is the amount of business finance differ from the one business firm to another depending upon nature and size, also varies from time to time. As earlier we said, that if large business organization is there, fund will be require more, and small business organization will be there, then fund will require less. So nature and size of business is also affect the business finance requirement. If nature means some companies are the manufacturing concern, some companies are the service concern. Normally manufacturing concern will require more fund, and service concern will require the lesser fund. Size means the big organization and small organization. Nature means what type of business carried out by business organization. So the requirement of the fund, requirement of money, requirement of capital investment means overall finance will be depend on nature and size of business organization. And also every time will not require the same amount of the fund. The requirement of the fund may be vary according to situation. Another objective of business, another nature of business finance is business finance involves estimation of fund. Surely in business, financial manager or by own business owner will make the estimation of the fund, how much fund will be required in order to carry out the business activity. This type of all the activities all involved under business finance. uh, Move ahead with another question, that is significance important needs of business finance. So first, to purchase fixed asset, business requires the fixed asset. Fixed asset means the asset, this is in finance again called as capital asset. Normally the asset which lie in the business for more than a year, this is called as fixed asset. In order to purchase, in order to acquire, company, business organization needs funds, needs capital, needs finance. So that's why finance is very important in order to acquire the capital asset. Without capital without finance, company cannot acquire the capital asset, fixed asset, and the fixed asset are needed in order to make the production in the organization. And next significance, to meet the day-to-day expenses of the business. Business requires the money to perform the day-to-day operation of the business, day-to expenditure of the business, like wages, salary, electricity expenses, telephone expenses, such type of purchase of raw materials, such type of daily, in order to make such type of daily expenses business require the fund to business growth. Surely, obviously, if anyone have a huge amount, huge excess amount कैपिटल, ज्यादा का पैसा अगर कोई बिजनेस के पास है, तो श्योरली द बिजनेस विल बी डाइवर्सिफाइड, business will be explore, business will be expand, expansion will be there. So obviously growth will be there of the business if we have the sufficient finance to run the business. Fourth, significance importance of business finance, to bridge the time gap between production and sales. There is time gap between production and sales, means float time. When we buy the raw material and then make the production and then sell it, so normally sales is on credit basis. So it takes the time to come back the fund. हमने जो प्रोडक्शन बनाया उसको उधारी पे अगर बेचते तो उसको रिटर्न लाने के लिए हमको टाइम लगता है। तो ये दोनों के बीच की जो गैप रहती है, ये गैप पे हमारे पास फंड आवश्यक होता है, और वहाँ भी हमारा बिजनेस फाइनेंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है। To meet the contingency, future is business is blender of risks. There are lot of risks in the business, and future is uncertain. So any type of risks can be occurred, any type of contingency, future risks can be occur in the business. And in order to meet that future contingency, future risks, future opportunity, business requires a fund. And that's why again business finance is very important to avail the business opportunity. Normally in business, business is a risk and chance. So if we have money, then we can avail the any opportunity which come ahead in front of us. अपने आगे जो भी कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है अच्छी, फॉर एग्जाम्पल रॉ मटेरियल डिस्काउंट पे मिल रहा है और उसकी ड्यूरेशन है 3 दिन के लिए, 3 दिन के लिए हमको रॉ मटेरियल 25% डिस्काउंट पे मिल रहा है। वाइल टाइम हमारे पास अगर सफिशियंट फाइनेंस अगर उपलब्ध होगा, सफिशियंट फाइनेंस अगर हमारे पास रेडी होगा, देन वी कैन अवेल दिस पर्टिकुलर अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड वी कैन अवेल द डिस्काउंट ऑफ 25%, बट इफ नॉट देन वाइस एंड वर्सा। सो दैट्स वाई फाइनेंस इज अगेन वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सेवंथ, हेल्प्स टू एक्वायर एक्विजिशन ऑफ द फंड। ऐसा बोला जाता है कि जिसके पास पैसा रहता है पैसा उसके पास ही जाता है। बात ऐसी है कि if we have fund, then again we can acquire the more fund, because here credit worthiness is matter, credit capacity is matter। हमारे पास अगर पैसे पेइंग करने की कैपेसिटी ज़्यादा है, हमारे अगर ट्रांजैक्शन ज़्यादा पैसे के हैं, तो हम और ज़्यादा का फंड हम एक्वायर मार्केट से एक्वायर कर सकते हैं और अपने बिजनेस को ग्रो कर सकते हैं। हेल्प्स टू प्रॉपर यूज ऑफ द फंड। बिजनेस फाइनेंस टर्मिनोलॉजी हमको फंड का अच्छे से इस्तेमाल करने के लिए हेल्प करती है। कहाँ कितना पैसा हमने इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए, कहाँ कितना पैसा हमने स्पेंड करना चाहिए, एक्सपेंड करना चाहिए, एक्सपेंडिचर करना चाहिए, इस बारे का पूरा आउटलुक हमको, एक इमेजिनेशन हमको बिजनेस फाइनेंस देता है। एंड लास्ट, helps to improve profitability. Obvious, if we have a sufficient fund finance capital, then we will increase our efficiency of work, effectivity of work, time duration of work, and that will automatically increase our profitability. Move ahead with next question, that is objective of business finance. Broadly, the objective of business finance are divided into two parts. Broadly, there are two objectives of business finance. First is why we have to manage the finance properly, why we have to estimate the fund properly, why we have to make the planning properly in business finance, because there are broadly two objectives. First is profit maximization and another is wealth maximization. So let's move ahead with what actually profit maximization is. Profit maximization means increasing the EPS, earning per share, means net profit. Earning in finance terminology, this is called as earning. Earning means in financial account, what's your profit be shown on the profit and loss account, net profit. This is our actual profit of the business and we have to increase the profit. वो प्रॉफिट बढ़ाने के लिए हमको फाइनेंस बहुत हेल्प करता है, बिकॉज इफ our profit is more, then our credit capacity will be more. Obviously, our activity will be more, business will be grow. So if we have sufficient fund of the finance, we will increase our business activity, we will diversify our business, we will expand our business, and then obviously automatically our profit generation capacity will be increases. So that's why finance is play a very important role. Under profit maximization, company always tries to increase revenue, earning. So if company's earning will increases, then automatically amount of the profit will be increases. Controlling cost means expenditure को कम करना. जब कंपनी को प्रॉफिट बढ़ाना है तो कंपनी विल कॉम्प्रेस देयर एक्सपेंसेस को कम करने की कोशिश करेंगे. एज सुन एज एक्सपेंसेस विल बी डिक्रीजेस, सो ऑटोमेटिकली प्रॉफिट विल बी इंक्रीजेस, प्रॉफिट विल बी इंक्रीजेस एंड minimizing risks. As business risks which we cannot predict, business has a blunder of risks. Business have to properly estimate the risks, properly manage the risks, so that business profit will be increases. Another objective of business finance, that is wealth maximization. Firstly, we have to clear what actually wealth maximization is. That two basic objective of, there are various objective of business finance, but broadly that are basic two objective of business finance. The second is wealth maximization. Wealth maximization in one word, nothing but increasing the market price of the shares. So how it will benefit to the company by increasing the market price of the shares? फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन्फोसिस लिमिटेड है, उसकी उसके शेयर्स के एक शेयर की प्राइस आज 720 रुपया है. इफ आई परचेज दिस पर्टिकुलर शेयर बाय ₹720 और वो शेयर्स की प्राइस एक महीने में अगर 800 बन जाती है, सो इट विल इंक्रीज बाय 90. सो मैंने मेरे पास पहले 100 शेयर थे, 100 शेयर 720 के रेट से, मतलब जो भी आता होगा उतनी अमाउंट मैंने ये शेयर खरीदी किए थे. अब उसकी प्राइस 800 हो गई, मतलब एक शेयर के पीछे मेरा 80 रुपीज बढ़ गया. तो 80 रुपीज जो एक शेयर के पीछे बढ़ गया, मतलब मेरी वेल्थ बढ़ गई, मेरा इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ गया. प्रॉफिट जो है वो कंपनी की एक अलग चीज है. प्रॉफिट में से कंपनी जो ईपीएस मिलता होता है, अर्निंग पर शेयर होता है, उसमें से कंपनी डिविडेंड बांटती है और कुछ पोर्शन रिटेन करती है, रिटेन अर्निंग करती है. परंतु बट wealth, what's your wealth is that wealth increase the market, what can say, the market investment of the equity shareholder and preference shareholder, and that's why wealth maximization is very very important for the company, and as well as to the investor. So this is another objective of business finance, that is wealth maximization. So move ahead with the scope of business finance. So बिजनेस फाइनेंस का क्या दायरा है, अप्लीकेशंस क्या क्या है, कहाँ कहाँ बिजनेस फाइनेंस का इस्तेमाल होता है. सो फर्स्टली फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग. In business and in everywhere we have to make the financial planning, how many fund will be required in the future, how many fund we have to save today in order to meet the future requirements. So such type of the planning we have to make in the businesses and business business organization. So business finance is very helpful, useful, applicable where the financial planning is required. Financial control means may compressing the expenditure को कम करना, may increase the revenue को बढ़ाना. So such type of some terminology using in the business connected to finance, this is called as financial control. And when financial control is there, so financial control good is there, then we can say there is a better management of the finance. Another financial decision. Businesses requires to take various financial decision in order to perform their activity nicely. If there is a wrong financial decision, it incurred a huge cost for the business organization. So that's why businesses means financial manager or the owner of the business have to take the proper decision which are connected to finance. He have to study a lot, he have to study economic situation, he have to study financial situation, he have to study everything, and then have to take the decision which are normally connected to finance. And in order to take the financial decision, business finance play a very important role. Then financial statement analysis. We can analyze the financial statement by using the terminology business finance. There also the business finance helps. Then optimum return on investment. Return on investment matlab ROI. What's your fund be invested in the business or the under any portfolio in order to estimate the return on this particular investment. How much return will be there? कितना हमको return मिलेगा? सपोज आई इन्वेस्ट 100 रुपीज, सो उसके ऊपर अगर 10% से मुझे इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, सो माई रिटर्न विल बी ₹10. सो आई इफ आई इन्वेस्ट 1 लाख रुपीज, इफ रिटर्न इज गेटिंग बाय 10%, सो मुझे जो रिटर्न मिलेगा वो 10,000 मिलेगा. सो while predicting the return on investment under capital budgeting, business finance very very important. And normally under business finance, capital budgeting techniques is used while estimating the optimal return on investment. Working capital budget. Working capital means the funds required to perform the day-to-day operation of the business. This is called as working capital. In order to meet various small expenses. So working capital is normally calculated by deducting current liability from current asset. So current asset minus current liability equals to working capital. So company requires the money to meet their daily need, daily expenditure. They have to predict, they have to estimate the how much working capital will be required in order to perform their day-to-day operations. So while making the estimation, planning, budget about working capital, businesses have to study the principle of business finance. Wealth of owner's capital. Owner's capital means the capital which is introduced in the business by the owner, by own. This is again called as owned fund. So in order to estimate the wealth of owner's capital, own capital in the business, business finance terminology also very helpful, and यहाँ भी business finance का इस्तेमाल होता है. Move ahead with another question, that is functions of financial executive in an organization. So firstly we will going to clear what actually financial executive is. Financial executive is the person, means a financial manager, likewise financial expert, financial person in the company who have the strong knowledge about plan and policy of the finance, plan and policy terminology, tools and technique of the business finance, who have the proper control on estimating requirement of fund, procurement of fund, that is raising of fund, and proper estimation of fund and utilization of the fund, means overall administration of the fund. This person is called as an financial executive in an organization. So we are going to study the functions of financial executive in an organization. First is forecasting financial requirement. फोरकास्ट करना मीन्स अंदाज लगाना, फ्यूचर के लिए अंदाज लगाना. सो फाइनेंशियल एग्जीक्यूटिव का रोल वही है कि फ्यूचर में कितना फंड लगेगा, फ्यूचर में कितने फंड की आवश्यकता हमारे बिजनेस को लगेगी, इसका एस्टिमेशन लगाना फाइनेंशियल एग्जीक्यूटिव का काम है. बिकॉज इफ हिज एस्टिमेशन इज वेरी प्रॉपर देन कंपनी विल नॉट सफर लॉसेस. अगर उनका एस्टिमेशन सही है तो कितना फंड लगेगा इसका पूर्व प्लानिंग, पूर्व तैयारी कंपनी पहले ही करके रख लेती है. तो इसीलिए वाइल फोरकास्टिंग द फाइनेंशियल रिक्वायरमेंट, फाइनेंशियल एग्जीक्यूटिव प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. अनदर, प्रोक्योरमेंट ऑफ कैपिटल. Procurement of capital is nothing but raising of the fund in the business. Normally fund is raised by two way in the company. First is own capital and second is borrowed capital. There is no any hurdles while procuring the capital from own fund, because it is ready fund which we have, but there is a lot of efforts are required while procuring the fund from external sources, what called as borrowed capital. In order to procure the fund from external sources, companies credit worthiness should be good, company's image of the credit should be good. So financial executive, that is financial manager, again play a very important role while procuring the fund from different sources, different outside sources. That may be from bank by taking bank loan, that may be from public by taking public deposit, by from equity shareholder, from corporates, from anywhere, from NBFCs, from anywhere. While procuring the fund, financial executive act very nicely, should act very nicely. Investment decision. Investment decision, normally business, in business, under financial management, business finance, financial executive, that is to financial manager, normally how to take three decision: investment decision, procurement decision, and dividend decision. So this is investment decision. Investment decision means whatever the fund we have, where it should be invested so that there will be a maximum return on our capital, on our invested capital, on our invested fund. Every company needs a maximum amount of return, whereas plan to give the lesser cost. एवरी कंपनी प्लान्स हर कंपनी को ज्यादा से ज्यादा रिटर्न की आवश्यकता होती है, तो इसलिए फाइनेंशियल मैनेजर दैट इज फाइनेंशियल एग्जीक्यूटिव ऐसे ही पोर्टफोलियो में इन्वेस्ट करेगा जहां से रिटर्न ज्यादा से ज्यादा आएगा। वो पोर्टफोलियो म्यूचुअल फंड हो सकता है, इक्विटी मार्केट स्टॉक मार्केट हो सकता है, और लैंड में इन्वेस्ट करना हो सकता है, कोई बिजनेस एक्सपांशन और डाइवर्सिफिकेशन में इन्वेस्ट हो सकता है, फिक्स डिपॉजिट में इन्वेस्ट करना हो सकता है, गवर्नमेंट की कोई पॉलिसी में इन्वेस्ट करना हो सकता है, इंश्योरेंस में इन्वेस्ट करना हो सकता है, जहां भी दैट ऑल कॉल्ड एज पोर्टफोलियो। सो फाइनेंशियल मैनेजर एक्ट शुड एक्ट वेरी नाइसली। यहाँ फाइनेंशियल मैनेजर का इमेजिनेशन बहुत अच्छा चाहिए कि whatsoever fund have with company where it should be invested. So this again one of the function of financial executive in an organization. Then cash management. Cash management, again financial executive perform his duty function while cash management. Cash is a liquid which company have. So in order to perform day-to-day operation, company requires the cash. In order to make the payment, company requires the cash. देर इज वेरियस कैश, कंपनी के ट्रेजरी में बहुत सारी कैश पड़ी रहती है, डेली कंपनी के पास आती है कैश आती है, डेली कंपनी से कैश जाती है, तो कितनी कैश आई कितनी कैश गई इसका रिकॉर्ड रखना और उसका प्रॉपर मैनेजमेंट करना भी काम फाइनेंशियल एग्जीक्यूटिव का है। इंटर रिलेशन विथ अदर डिपार्टमेंट, एज वी सी अर्लियर, फाइनेंस इज द डिपार्टमेंट which are interconnected with every department of the business organization, as finance is a blood of business organization, because financial executive have to provide the money, provide the fund cash to the every department of the business organization, like what, like blood circulated to each and every organs of the body. In such a way finance should be, must be circulated to the every department of the business organization. So there should be a proper coordination, proper interrelation with other department of financial executive, so that financial barrier will not create in the business organization. And the last area of this module is recent development and reforms in finance sector in India. This module, what we have to going to discuss, this is first module of business finance 1, business finance 1, that is business finance. So this is last question of this model, that is recent development and reforms in finance sector in India. This is a very huge concept, and actually how new reforms and development took place in the फाइनेंस सेक्टर इंडिया। फाइनेंस सेक्टर अपने देश का कैसा आगे आगे बढ़ते गया। नॉर्मली फाइनेंस सेक्टर में बैंकिंग, फाइनेंस सर्विसेज, फाइनेंस इंस्टीट्यूशन, फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस, मार्केट और इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, ये फाइनेंस सेक्टर में आते हैं। और इसमें धीरे 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 कैसा कैसा डेवलपमेंट इंडिया में होते गया, क्या नए नए चीज़ें लाई गई, क्या नए नए रिफॉर्म्स इसमें होते गए, और ये फाइनेंस सेक्टर कैसा डेवलप हो गया। हर देश का फाइनेंस सेक्टर जितना डेवलप होगा उस देश की इकोनॉमी उतनी स्ट्रांग होगी। इसीलिए एवरी गवर्नमेंट at any country, they should have to make strong their finance sector of this particular country in order to make the economy stronger, strengthen the economy. Then finance sector should be well developed. So how reforms and development took place in the Indian economy in India? So one by one, first reforms was of reforms of regulator. Under reforms of regulator, regulator means what central government is do, uh, In finance sector, in order to control every department, regulator is appointed. For example, in India, one finance sector is there, that is bank. So, in order to control banking sector in India, one regulator is established in 1935. This is called as RBI, which is an apex institution of the banking, which have the power to control the banking sector and provide the license to the banks, and which have the power to issue the notes, means currency in the India. So banking sector is regulated as a regulator by Reserve Bank of India. Another finance sector is there, that is stock market, share market, capital market, money market, or MCX, means commodity market. So Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. So this market is there, and there was a lot of boom in the share market, and invested their huge amount of money under stock market. So that money should be a protected, that money, there should be a safeguard through the invested money of an investor. So central government forms one regulator and established by special parliamentary act in India. This regulator is called as SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. Security Exchange Board of India have an whole sole power to regulate stock market in India, to prevent any malpractices, to smooth conduct capital market in India, stock market in India, that wholesale power given by central government of India to the Security Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI, that is another regulator on one of the finance sector in India. Another finance sector is there in India, that is why called as insurance sector. So insurance sector is also very developed. Everything is getting insured in order to safeguard. So life insurance there, so general insurance there, and various type of insurance are there. So again, this is also connected with the cash, connected with the funds, connected with the investment. So there should be a protection is required. So in order to give the license to the various insurance company, private insurance company, and managing and controlling and regulating this all the things, central government again appoint one regulator by special parliamentary act, that is Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, that is IRDA. And IRDA is look forward all the things under insurance sector in India. So such type of regulator were appointed. This was the first reforms regulator. Another reforms in the Indian banking. There was a lot of reforms took place in Indian banking in India. Indian banking in India, at initially there was a whole power of the banking with only public sector bank, that is PSUs, public sector undertaking banks, and then private peoples are allowed to enter in the banking sectors. NBFCs are coming forward, and then various commercial banks were established, various rural bank were established, various urban rural banks were established, and then due to technology there was a boom. बैंकिंग सेक्टर में भी टेक्नोलॉजी के कारण बहुत सारी बूम आई, और प्राइवेट बैंक्स ने भी बैंक लेंडिंग, कैश लेंडिंग में बहुत ही अच्छा काम किया. अगेन दिस टाइप ऑफ रिफॉर्म्स वेयर कम इन इंडिया इन बैंकिंग सेक्टर. रिफॉर्म्स इन नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल कॉर्पोरेशन, NBFC are play a very important role for the growth in the economy in the every country, for the growth in the economy in the every country. In India, NBFC play a very important role for giving the finance to unorganized sector, to the rural small investors. small credit worthiness peoples, small businesses, बहुत ही कम मॉर्गेज रख के, ज़्यादा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन न करके और कुछ ज़्यादा मॉर्गेज न रखते हुए एनबीएफसी लेंडिंग करना चालू किया, जिसके कारण इंडियन इकोनॉमी में बहुत ज़्यादा बूम आई. Next, insurance sector. As you all know, initially insurance sector is grow. There were lot of reforms were there in insurance sector. So many developments carried out in insurance sector. पहले लाइफ इंश्योरेंस थी, एलआईसी के पास इसके पूरे पावर थे. बाद में जनरल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी आ गई, कंपनी की, और फिर ये इंश्योरेंस हर चीज़ में चीज़ को इंश्योरेंस, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस जैसा है वैसा गुड्स इंश्योरेंस, व्हीकल इंश्योरेंस एंड फायर इंश्योरेंस एंड नाउ डेज crop insurance, such type of various advancements were took place in the insurance sector, and that's why various private insurance companies are come forward and take the business, and there were again बहुत सारे रिफॉर्म इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर में भी इंडिया में अपन को देखने को मिलते हैं. रिफॉर्म्स अंडर कैपिटल मार्केट इन इंडिया. कैपिटल मार्केट में बहुत ही ज़्यादा ड्रेस्टिक रिफॉर्म्स हमको देखने को मिलते हैं. कैपिटल मार्केट नॉर्मली बहुत ही कॉम्पैक्ट एंड सेंट्रलाइज मार्केट है, जिसका फुल कंट्रोल सिक्योरिटी एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया के पास है, और उसमें मेजर 3 पार्ट्स में इसको बांटा गया है. एक स्टॉक मार्केट, बॉन्ड मार्केट एंड मनी मार्केट, और इसमें भी बहुत सारे रिफॉर्म्स हमको देखने को मिलते हैं. स्टॉक मार्केट की अगर बात करें तो नॉर्मली उसमें प्राइमरी मार्केट, सेकेंडरी मार्केट और मनी मार्केट आता है. प्राइमरी मार्केट वो होता है जहां फर्स्ट एंड सिक्योरिटी बॉट एंड सोल्ड की जाती है. फर्स्ट एंड सिक्योरिटी मीन्स इनिशियल पब्लिक ऑफर्स, आईपीओ आते हैं. फर्स्ट टाइम सिक्योरिटी जिस मार्केट में आती है उसको प्राइमरी मार्केट बोलते हैं. नॉर्मली प्राइमरी मार्केट के जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट है उसमें प्रोस्पेक्टस, राइट इशू, प्राइवेट प्लेसमेंट और बोनस इशू इसमें इन्वॉल्व है. सेकेंडरी मार्केट मीन्स द मार्केट वेयर सेकंड हैंड सिक्योरिटीज आर बॉट एंड सोल्ड. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज सेकेंडरी मार्केट. मतलब प्राइमरी मार्केट में कोई सिक्योरिटी आईपीओ करके आती है, उसको अगर और रीट्रेड करना होगा और डबल बाय एंड सोल्ड करना होगा तो उसका बाइंग एंड सेलिंग जो होता है दैट विल बी इन सेकेंडरी मार्केट. सो थर्ड टाइप ऑफ मार्केट, दैट इज मनी मार्केट. द मार्केट वेयर नॉर्मली short term money market instrument are bought and sold, which of having the maturity period less than 1 year. जिस कोई सिक्योरिटी का मैच्योरिटी पीरियड 1 साल से कम होता है, ऐसी सिक्योरिटी जहाँ बेची और खरीदी जाती है, ऐसे मार्केट को सेकेंडरी मार्केट सॉरी मनी मार्केट बोलते हैं. और मनी मार्केट के इंस्ट्रूमेंट लाइक ट्रेजरी पेपर, ट्रेजरी बिल, कमर्शियल पेपर और शॉर्ट टर्म बहुत सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंट लाइक कॉल मनी, सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ डिपॉजिट. तो सच टाइप ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट आर बॉट एंड सोल्ड अंडर मनी मार्केट. अगेन वेरियस रिफॉर्म्स वर टुक प्लेस इन द मनी कैपिटल मार्केट लाइक इस्टेब्लिशमेंट ऑफ सेबी इन इंडिया, establishment of credit rating agencies in India, increasing the merchant banking activities in the India, candid performance of Indian economy, then rising the electronic transaction, growing stock market, investor protection, growth in the derivative transaction, commodity trading, such type of various developments and reforms कैपिटल मार्केट में हमको देखने को मिलते हैं. देन reforms in mutual fund. Firstly, we will clear in 1 minute what actually mutual fund is. स्मॉल इन्वेस्टर जो होते हैं और जिनको नॉर्मली मार्केट का उतना ज्ञान नहीं होता, they hesitate to invest their money directly in the stock market, that is in share market, by purchasing any equity or equity shares or by any stock. What they do, they just invest their money with mutual fund in organization. What mutual fund do, what mutual fund organization do, mutual fund organization accumulate the fund from various small investor and collect a lump sum amount, and that lump sum amount invested in the stock market, and this amount, that fund, is managed by one trained expert person of the market called as fund manager. That fund manager manages this whole fund. So such type of concept is called as mutual fund. Initially there were no growth in the mutual fund in India. In 1970 this mutual fund market was very collapsed. Then mutual fund industries launch new policy like no load fund. Such type of policy were launched in India, and then automatically now we see in India there is a huge market of mutual fund. Anyone started their SIP, we can start our SIP from 500 only. हम टीवीपी पे एडवर्टाइज देखते हैं कि 500 से भी हम उसका सिस्टमेटिक इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान चालू कर सकते हैं। सही है यार, इस प्रकार की एडवर्टाइजमेंट हम म्यूचुअल फंड के बारे में टीवी पे भी देखते हैं। तो दैट टाइप ऑफ वेरियस रिफॉर्म्स वेयर took place under mutual fund industry. Then reforms in foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange market after 1991, when liberalization, privatization, globalization policy were launched by India, and Indian economy become open economy, globalized economy, liberalized economy, privatized economy. Then automatically started FIIs, foreign institutional investor started their investment in India. Indian people started their investment outside of India. Then various international transactions were occurred. So then from 1991, 92, 93 एंड उसके आगे फॉरेन एक्सचेंज मार्केट में बहुत ज़्यादा बूम आई। फॉरेन एक्सचेंज मार्केट आज अपने देश में बहुत अच्छे से ग्रो कर रहा है। इंडिया में एफआईआईज बहुत अच्छे से इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं। इंडिया के पास फॉरेन इंस्टीट्यूशनल इन्वेस्टर का जो फॉरेन करेंसी है बहुत डिपॉजिट है, बहुत अच्छा फंड है फॉरेन करेंसी का। सो this type of also reforms were took place under foreign exchange market. And at lastly overall approach to the reforms, what overall approach किस प्रकार के ओवरऑल अप्रोच इंडियन इकोनॉमी में हमको देखने को मिलते हैं फाइनेंस सेक्टर में। सो various reforms, government and regulator authority have followed step by step approach. The entry of foreign companies has helped to start the international practices. Technology development has enhanced the customer services, benchmarking, active corporate debt market, developed and derivative market. Such type of various reforms we seen in Indian economy. So in India, such type of reforms were took place, and today we seen Indian economy flourishing very nicely. So कोई भी कंट्री की इकोनॉमी डेवलप होने के लिए उस देश का फाइनेंस सेक्टर स्ट्रांग होना, स्ट्रेंथ होना आवश्यक है। सो दिस वेयर all about recent developments and reforms in finance sector. That was the last question. This was the first module as a business finance, unit number 1, subject business finance, 5th semester of become final year. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.